Welcome back to the channel. Here we provide a daily dose of life lessons based on stories from the Bible. Here is today's lesson from the Bible, Trusting God, Life Lessons from John the Baptist. John the Baptist's life is a powerful example of unwavering trust in God, rooted in humility and dedication. His story, found throughout the Gospels, shows us that trusting God means putting faith above everything else. Even when life seems uncertain or difficult, John's mission was clear from the start. He was born to prepare the way for Jesus, and he embraced this calling wholeheartedly. His life was not filled with riches, comfort, or earthly recognition. In fact, he spent much of his time in the wilderness, living simply, wearing rough clothing, and eating locusts and wild honey. Matthew 3-4. John's choice to prioritize his spiritual journey over worldly comforts shows us that true fulfillment comes when we align our lives with God's purpose. Even when it requires sacrifice, his trust in God wasn't just passive, it was bold. John called people to repentance. Even when his message wasn't popular or safe, he didn't waver, because he knew he was part of God's larger plan, something bigger than his own life. This kind of trust is what we are called to practice. Even when we don't understand why things happen the way they do, we can trust that God's plan is always for our good. One of the most significant lessons from John's life is that miracles happen when we trust God. John's very existence was a miracle. His parents, Zechariah and Elizabeth, were unable to have children until an angel announced his birth. This is a reminder that God works in his own time and way. When we trust God, we open ourselves up to experiencing the miraculous in our lives, even in ways we may not expect. Ultimately, John's life reminds us that trusting God isn't about understanding every step, but about having faith that each step has a purpose. Like John, we are invited to trust God with our lives, knowing that our journey, no matter how challenging, is part of a greater divine plan. By prioritizing our spiritual growth over earthly desires, we can live with the confidence that God is always at work, even when we don't see it yet. Come back tomorrow for more life lessons of the Bible. Let us know in the comments if this lesson has been helpful to you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell.